So I've definitely always been a crafter growing up. It's just something that I found interested in at a really young age. So I'm not entirely sure how I got into it, but my parents have bought me like all the craft kits from the craft stores when I was growing up. It kind of happened by accident. So I went to Ryerson, and I always say that they probably hate that I talk about this, but I hated my program and I was feeling creatively stifled. And so I started a blog first, which eventually transitioned over to a YouTube channel. And going into it, it was just a hobby, just a creative outlet, and I had no idea it would turn eventually into, you know, more than that, a brand and a business. So it really happened by accident. A lot of YouTubers have a viral video, one that like really skyrocketed them into like YouTube stardom, but I kind of have always been just a steady increase. There was one DIY t-shirt that was like viral at the time. It was like maybe 50,000 views, and you know, at the time for having not a lot of subscribers, like that was a ton. But it was a DIY skull back t-shirt. It was like a skull cut into the back of a regular black t-shirt, and that was kind of like my biggest viral beginning video. I mean, YouTube is definitely a full-time job, but I post twice a week, and the production is maybe like 2 or 3 days a week, and then the other days are, you know, meetings, and lots of phone meetings because everyone is everywhere, and pre-planning, pre-production, post stuff, working on the licensing stuff. So there's been a lot of product launches this past year and upcoming, so that's a big part of it, and that's really behind the scenes, so it's always hard to kind of time manage the parts of being a YouTuber that have to go live like right now, every week consistently, and the stuff that we're working on that's a year out. I think the biggest thing that I struggled with at the beginning was being myself on camera, because there is just like nothing natural about talking to yourself in a camera in a room by yourself. And so, I mean, it starts off rough for everyone. Like everyone's first years of videos are really awkward, but I think it's just about letting your personality shine through, keeping your bloopers in, and not, you know, making yourself into a robot. Oh man, I feel like YouTubers are so different. I feel like there's not like a set like A, B, and C that you need to hit to be successful. But I think people that do really well have an entrepreneurial spirit where, you know, like you're very self-driven. So it's like, if you don't want to make a video, you don't have to. But if you do, you know, like you just gotta wake up and do it. And like some days you don't feel like uploading. But I mean, if it's a consistent thing for you, just gotta stick with it. I can't remember who reached out to who, to be completely honest. But I mean, growing up Canadian, Ardennes was just like such a staple growing up. You know, like they were an accessory stores first, and it was so cool to see how they really transitioned and evolved their business into more of like a clothing millennial retailer. And so they were a perfect fit for Canadian fashions for my demographic. Yeah, for sure. The onesies specifically, I'm super passionate about like being in a comfortable onesie. So those I was really heavily involved in, and the joggers as well, and the sweaters and stuff are all definitely part of, you know, my brand guide and style. I think the llama onesie, just because like llamas are, you know, like not a super like trendy animal. You know, it's like I feel like there's so many trendy animals like antlers and stuff like that, and like what else got popular this year? Like French bulldogs and stuff, and unicorns, and so like that stuff's all really trendy. But llamas, I feel like maybe llamas are like on the up. You know, they're like on the up and coming. I think it's, you know, being able to continue what I'm doing now, but just finding ways to evolve the things that I already enjoy. We've done a really good job, I think, my team and I, of not spreading too wide, because there's lots of opportunities, but doesn't always necessarily mean that you say yes to all of them. So we've tried to stay really focused in things that we think are a good fit for the brand and things that I'm truly passionate about. Honestly, it's like filling a needs gap that I've identified, that like, the llama onesie, for example. It's like, I want a cute llama onesie. I'm like, okay, let's make a cute llama onesie. So as DIYs as well, it's the same thing. It's like, if I want a DIY specific wall decor piece, right? And I haven't found one that I've liked before online, it's like, you just make it. YouTube.com/LAURDIY. I Love It by Kanye West. Oh my gosh, favorite movie. What have I just, oh, Crazy Rich Asians. I just saw that and it was so good. Oh my gosh. It's like half Toronto, half LA. I can't choose. Favorite food, probably, being super specific, is like mushroom ravioli. Oh, person I'd love to meet most. This question is always so hard. I know this is supposed to be a speed round. I'm not being very speedy right now. Shay Mitchell. Oh wait, no, I met Shay Mitchell, just kidding. I still like love her though. Who do I want to meet? I honestly don't know. I'm so bad at this question. Okay, wait, let me like really think about this. What have I just watched recently? Anyone from like Handmaid's Tale, I'm like really into that show. Alexis Bledel was on my flight here, and I was too scared to say anything, but she was on my flight and it was really cool. I think Martha Stewart is a huge inspiration. I mean, she's really paved the way for crafters and homemakers. Oh my gosh, the weather, hands down. I would say it's like the small town vibe of everyone just being really nice. Loud chewers. Last thing I Googled, last night I Googled what a tart tatin was. No, I really can't. This is so cliche, but the everything happens for a reason is like something that I live by. Wow, really no one that I want to meet, like nothing, blank. Literally nothing came to me.